Hello, you gorgeous people. Just a little intro for tonight's video. As you all know, I've been asking for 20 questions. I am answering those 20 questions in this video. Sorry it's such a long video, but obviously there are a lot of questions to answer. And also I keep getting rudely interrupted by Emily now and again over her birthday presents and birthday money and the fact that she doesn't feel very well, even though she's absolutely fine. Enjoy. I hope it's not too long for you, but I do announce the winner of my little question asking thingamajig. So keep watching to the end, and don't forget to subscribe and comment and like. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hey everyone. Guess what? I was meant to be going live and went to go live and it said that I had to activate it. I did not know that. I'm very, very sorry. So I'm now going to film it instead. I do have 20 questions, which I'm very excited about answering. Some of them are a bit cheeky, like someone has asked me who my favourite sibling is, and guess who asked me? Yes, that's right, one of my siblings. So naughty. Anywho, and someone else has asked me who my most treasured friend is, and that is one of my friends. So I'll be answering that one in a moment. Anywho, I'm going to have it here all my questions, which I will then, as I read them and say who they are, I will then fold them up and put them in this very retro mug, which was my grandma and granddad's. Oh yes. And then I will choose at the end the winner of my one of my lovely baubles, which look like this. Most of you have seen it already, but they look like this. Obviously each one is individual, none are exactly the same because I don't like to do that, and then it'll be personalised to how you want it as well. Okay, let's get going. Okay, question 1 from one of my oldest and loveliest friends, Michelle. What are your favourite materials to work with? I paint pens. So, fold this up. My answer to that one is I like working with acrylic paints. Don't mind what make they are, although I do find that this make is the best. I like that to make, and they're only tiny ones because I don't tend to use a massive amount of paint. Well, I do use a lot of paint, but I tend to do a little bit of work, then that dries, and I have to. My baubles I have about 4 different layers of paint and then gloss on top of them, which is why they take me such a long time to paint, and they're so detailed as well. Pen wise, I tend to use these for fine line. I don't know if you can see them. For fine line work. That's obviously a very, very fine one. 0.2 is very fine. Pencils, I'll use any pencil. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'll choose that, and I tend like my gold and silver ones are these. So I like working with those. And as you've seen in another one of my first videos, I like working with Spectrum Noir pens, which are these. These ones. We've got all different colours, there's loads and loads of them. I have 2 sets of those because I bought a set for my birthday last year, or my husband did bought it for me, and then my mum gave me hers because she never uses them, and she thinks I'll get more use out of them, obviously. What else? Anything else? Oh, and I like watercolour, as you all know. These are the ones that I use. This is my set that I use. Look at the state of it. It is minging. And I always use acrylic paint in there for the white because I don't like using white watercolour because no point in it. And that's it. I think they're my favourite. The materials I use most. Obviously, any pencils, any rubbers. I don't mind these either. These are quite good. The Pro Master pens. I quite like those. Yeah, so that's one question. Okay, next question. This is from Lynn, which is my sister's mother-in-law. If you could have a date with a celebrity, who would it be? That's a hard one. Well, Mark from Neighbours is pretty nice. I like him. And whenever he comes on telly, my husband goes, on telly, he's on the telly. He's quite nice. I don't know. It's got to be someone funny. I don't know, that's a really difficult one. Let's just say Mark from Neighbours, because I can't think of anyone else. Okay, next one is from Carrie, who is a lovely teacher at my work. He's on maternity leave. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Freddie. At what age did you realise you had a natural talent to draw and paint? You are. And I just added the other bit. She went, you are amazing. I do try, thank you. I personally don't think I'm amazing, but I get told a lot that I am, but I don't think I am, which is very kind of people. I have drawn since day dot, since I was able to. My granddad is a massive arty person, and I used to go around there to eat tea and sleep pretty much every Friday night, around my nan and granddad's house. And me and my granddad would just sit up the table talking about World War Two, so I know a lot about the World War Two, and draw. We'll just draw all the time, constantly just draw. So since being a very, very little girl, I've always loved it. I've always wanted art materials for birthdays and Christmases, and that's what I'd always have. Art was my favourite subject at school, obviously, and I did my GCSE and A-level, went to art school, and then before I became a mum, I was an architectural technician, which was obviously, it involved a lot of drawing. And then obviously became a mum, and I've always done it. I can't even remember a time when I haven't drawn. I can't even sit in front of the TV without having a sketchbook and a pen and a pencil, because that's just who I am. And I've always been a very arty person. My mum's quite creative, like I said, my granddad is. My mum's creative in the way where she does knitting and crochet and stuff like that, and she's really got a good imagination, so I think I've kind of got it off her. So it's kind of both sides of the family, because my granddad is my dad's dad and my mum was obviously mum. So so it's quite, we've got, we're all me and my siblings, we're all quite creative people in different ways. I'm just the one that's good at art and painting and drawing and stuff like that. So I hope that's answered. I'm sure that's answered. Anyway, next question is from Sam from Facebook. You've been taken to a desert island and you can only take 3 things. What would you take? Can't be people. Has to be items and objects. So Sam, the answer to that is, if 3 items can't be people, so that means I can't take my kids, then it's got to be a sketchbook, a pencil, and a sharpener. I mean, I'd be lost. I would be absolutely lost. Nothing technology. Don't want none of that. That was all I would want, because at least I'd be always be busy. I do it anyway. I draw all the time anyway, so I may as well. Anyway, next one. Laura off Facebook. This is one of my other oldest friends, and I love her to bits. But Laura, ready? Come on. What a question. She's asked me 3 questions in total. This is the funniest one. And actually, when I got this, it popped up on my Facebook about 10-15 minutes ago, and I laughed my head off. I actually did laugh out loud to my husband went, what's the matter? And this is the question. Is a Jaffa cake a biscuit or a cake? Well, in my eyes, it's a biscuit. But is it a biscuit? I don't know. I suppose a Jaffa cake is a cake when it's soft, and maybe when it goes a bit stale, it's a biscuit because it goes hard. I don't know. I would say it's a biscuit, personally, but I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong. I might, people who make me videos might message me and go, no, it's a bloody cake, you stupid idiot. But I just don't know. Anyway, next question is from Wendy, who's one of my friends from work. Are you the youngest child? No, I'm not. I'm the eldest. I am the eldest of 6. I am 35 years old. The next sibling is Tom, and he is 34. And then I have Charlie, who has also asked me a few questions on here, and I have, and she's 30, and then we have Michael, who's 30 in December, and then we have Matthew, who's just turned 27, and then we have Gabby, who's 21, and I am the eldest of the lot. There you go. And this is from my little sister, actually, the 21-year-old Gabby. Gabby's asking us, who's your favourite sibling? Gabby, you know I can't answer that because it's naughty. But if I haven't got to choose, because I can't choose either, but I love you all for your different reasons. So there you go. Haha. Didn't think I was going to answer that way, did you? Okay, next one is from my other sister, Charlie. There's obviously 3 boys, 3 girls. This was from my other sister, the 30-year-old one. What's your favourite thing to draw? Ooh, good question. Probably dogs and cats. Anything cartoony, maybe. Can't stand drawing people. Oh no, I just can't do it. I try my hardest, but I really struggle with people. I mean, they never look like who they're supposed to look like. Just no. And I like drawing Disney characters because I'm a massive Disney fan, as we know. Anything else? I like Christmas stuff. I like drawing Christmas stuff. Who doesn't? Christmas mad me, tell you. You wait until these videos go up in December. Christmas everywhere. Lights everywhere. I just love it. Anyway, Next one is also from Charlie. I'm thinking Charlie wants a bauble. Who is your favourite artist and why? Okay, so my favourite artist, I have a few. My favourite artist is, I would say, would be Monet, for obvious reasons, because they're just beautiful paintings, and I really, really, really want to go to his house. And I like Constable, because I've been to where the paintings were made, and obviously seeing where the paintings were made, I can see why he painted them, because oh my god, that is such a stunning place to go to. Can't think of anyone else. I think that's it. Monet and Constable. Recent day artists. There's a comic artist on Instagram, called Jude Devire. I think that's how you say it. I'll link him in the comments below, in the description below. He's really good. He's a comic artist, and he does comic drawings about him and his wife's life. It's really good. I was very excited the other day. I don't know whether anyone watched me on Instagram, but I was really excited the other day because I commented on one of his wife's pictures, and she liked it. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, I love her, and she's just liked my comment. Anyway, this is so sad I am. Okay, next one is Wendy again from work. How do you find the time to do such a wonderful work, be a mum and work? Okay, so as most of you know, I work in an infant school. So yeah, I do that from I get to work about 8:15. And then I work all day, and then I can't get home for about 3:30, 4:45, and then I literally sit, and my kids, I cannot fault them when it comes to me. They know I want to get this work done, they know how important it is, and that I'm doing it to make our lives better, and they are fantastic kids. I cannot fault them. I love them so much. They're such good kids. And they just keep themselves amused. I mean, they're all old enough to do it, keep themselves amused anyway. You know, I make sure that they're fed, and I make sure they're all right, and if anything happened, I leave the work. Obviously, I'm not that bad of a mother. But, you know, they understand. And then when they go to... Sorry, I've got a mozzie in there. When they then go to bed, when Jessica goes to bed at least, I then sit here until I go to bed, and I don't ever sit in the living room. I put the telly on, or I've now got this iPad, which I'm now filming this on. And I put Netflix on, or I put one of the soaps on. I don't even watch it, I just listen to it. That's all I need to do. Listen and do that, and I find it so therapeutic to do. I really do. I'm quite a stressy person, as a lot of you know. And this really calms me down and makes my brain function again. And, you know, I want to make it into a business, as, again, most of you know. I want to make it into a business. I do get a little bit of business from it, and I want to make it a proper business. You know, I'm not going to hide that. I really do. Oh, hang on, I've got another question. Popped up. Okay, let's do this question next. Okay, Yasmin. Hello, Yasmin. Hi, Olive. Okay, this question: how do you balance working mum life? Okay, this is similar to the question I've just now said. It's just finding what works for our family. I mean, like I said, my girls are really good, and they let me get on with what I've got to do at home. My house isn't as tidy as what I'd like it to be. I try and do my best. Luckily, Adi only works a few hours a day, so he's home most of the day, so he does most of the housework. And he's I can't fault him either. He's incredibly supportive, and he does everything he can to make my life as easy as possible. When it comes to that, I do struggle with working full-time, hence why I've asked to go part-time. Because I need my house to clean. I cannot stand it when my house isn't clean. It really drives me nuts. But obviously I can't do all, so I can't do all the housework. I do as much as I physically can, but I'm too knackered. So he tends to do that, and the kids are really good. Like I said, they help with housework, and I'll go, right, and what we used to say when I was a kid is, right, shushy time. So and then when they know that, they go, right, okay, we've got to tidy up, and they're really good. I mean, they help, they dust, they hoover, they tidy their bedrooms, they put the clothes away. They're good girls. You know, and I reward them. Me working hard means that I can take them out for days out, and I can make sure that they have the latest stuff, and I can make sure that they You know, they've got shoes on the feet and clothes on the back and food in their bellies, as the saying goes. Okay, thank you for this question, guys. Okay, I better just put Yasmin in the pot. Let's quickly do that. Hang on, hold fire. Okay, how do you balance life? Yasmin. Right, okay. Got that out. Sorry, guys. Okay, see, I didn't print them out. I'll just write them out. Shove them in. Okay, then that's one. Okay, next one. It's from my mummy. Mama, you've already got one of these. You've already got one of these baubles. Anyway, okay. If you could bring anyone back who was dead, who died, who would it be and why? Well, I think my mum knows the answer to this. It's going to have to be my nanny, because she's my dad's nanny. My dad's mum, sorry, so my nanny on my dad's side. And the only reason why I bring her back is because she went very quickly and I'd like to say goodbye. Plus, I didn't see her for a month before she died, so because we'd had a bit of falling out, and I really regret that. And I'd love to just give her a hug, because I spoke to her on the phone the night before she died, and we resolved things. And I said, right, and Emily was only 2 months old, and I said, don't worry, Nanny, I'll come and see you in the morning. And next thing I know, I woke up in the morning, I had a phone call saying that she passed away in her sleep. And also, since she's passed away, I've had Jessica, who, as you know, or if anyone does watch this, who doesn't know me very well, knows Jessica did have Hirschsprung's disease, and obviously I had it and my dad had it, so my nanny had already seen 2 generations go through it, and I would like to have known her take on Jessica having it, because from what I've heard from stories from mum and dad, my nanny was absolutely devastated when she heard that I had it, and she blamed herself, because obviously her and my granddad had the gene that made my dad have it, and obviously that passed it on to me, and then obviously me having it passed on to Jessica. So I would love to have had her take on it, and just to tell me what she thought. And you know, I would like, that's the only reason really. I mean, obviously I'd love to give her a big cuddle and say a proper goodbye, but you know, nothing I can do about it. Hopefully I'll see her one day, you never know. Anyway, next question is off my little sister again, Charlie. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'd like to see myself working from home, doing my art thing, getting my art thing on, you know, doing this just full time. Obviously my girls will be a lot older. Emil will be 19, no, 18, oh god, that don't seem right. Emily will be nearly this time. I mean, Emily, that's actually Emily's birthday on Tuesday, but Emily will be nearly 15, and Jessica will be 11. So yeah, well, in 5 years time it'll be my 40th year, so I plan to go into New York, but whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. This art business has got to take over, people. Come on, help me. But yeah, so you know, I'm sure I'll still be in this house, because I don't plan on moving from here. Yes, I win lots and lots of money, which would be nice, and I'd be long gone. Anyway, next one, Debbie from my work. What's your all-time favourite Disney film? Good question, Debbie. You know me well. You know I love my Disney. So my all-time Disney film has got to be Beauty and the Beast, but there's a but. Mulan is the one that I watch when I don't really want to watch Beauty and the Beast or anything else, and Mulan I can watch over and over and over and over again. I like both Beauty and the Beast movies. Mulan is the one for me when it comes, you know, because it's funny and Mushu's hilarious, and I like the bit where he says, just honour on you, just honour on your family, just honour your cow, whatever it is. Love it. Love that movie. And I always watch it when I go to bed, because I should think I watch it 4 times a week. But I probably see the credits, or the bit right at the beginning where the Huns come over the wall, and that's probably better, because then I fall asleep. See, it helps me sleep. I put my earbuds in, and I'm out for the count. But yeah, I love that movie. That's brilliant. Anyway, Charmaine, thank you for this question, Charmaine. I know what you're angling for. Okay, her question is, who is your treasured friend? I don't have a treasured friend. I have lots of treasured friends. All of my friends are treasured to me because they keep me sane. I have lots of work colleagues. I have people I've met through work. I have school friends. old school friends. My oldest friend is Michelle, and she's always there. Always has been there and always will be there, I'm sure, I hope, Michelle. We don't see each other. Me and Laura's a very, very, very very, very close friend of mine. I love her to bits as well. Those two are actually my kids' godparents, so that proves I wouldn't ask just anyone to be my children's godparents. All of you, Charmaine are my friend, and you know, I have loads and loads and loads. Yes, hello Emily.
Tongue's really sore.
Oh, her tongue is really sore, so she's going to take some medicine, no doubt. I think every 10 minutes she comes to me telling me something wrong with her. One day she's going to come to me with something serious. I'm not going to believe her. Anyway, have you heard the saying, Pete, the boy that cried wolf? Then, you ever heard that saying? She's like a father. She's like a father. Anyway, next question. Did I finish that answering that question? I can't remember what it was. Treasured friend. Oh yeah, yes, darling. I'm filming. What?
Oh, sorry. But you know the thing is, I did it again. The stuff that I really wanted, it came to 128 something.
Okay, Don, go to bed. Please, hurry. Oh, God's sake. Okay, in case you wonder what that was, she's talking about what she wants for her birthday. She has her birthday on Tuesday. She's getting all birthday money, and she keeps going round and round and round the Smiths catalogue of what she wants. So I said that on Wednesday night, I'll take her to the Smiths, and she can spend the whole bloody lot if she has to. Anyway, yes, so all my friends, I have lots of friends. I'm very lucky about the friends I have. I had this big stressy thing about people not liking me and stuff, and when I think about how many friends I've got, I think actually I must be a nice person. I must be quite decent, otherwise I wouldn't have the friends that I've got. So I am very lucky, and I love you all. Anyway, next question is asked from Rebecca. Good old Bex, bless her heart. She's been my saving grace this week. Anyway, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Ooh, question. It's got to be Canada at Christmas in a log with Christmas trees, wood burning fire, presents, snowman outside. You know, or to see the Northern Lights and go to Lapland. Oh yeah, Northern Lights. I'd like to see the Northern Lights.
That's what I would go.
100%. I actually have just now made a bauble with the Northern Lights on it. Look, that's this is sold, by the way, already. This is meant to be from a fair that I'm going to do on the 1st of December, but no, it's sold, that one, so I'm going to have to make another one. Anyway, yeah, so that's Canada at Christmas. Was New York, but I've been there and I will go again. Or to see the Northern Lights. Okay, next one. This is from Stu, who I also work with. What and who is the biggest influence to your art? I think it's going to have to be the same as the other question I had. It's going to have to be Monet and Constable, because, I mean, Monet and Constable are quite different. They're similar arts, but they're different all at the same time. You know, they're quite landscapey. I don't tend to do landscapes. I prefer, apart from the Christmas ones, but I don't tend to do them myself, but I just love the finish painting. I just think they're just stunning, and one of my favourite paintings is the Poppy Field one with the family in it. From Monet. I absolutely love that painting. Is that Monet? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Who else? I don't know really, that's quite hard. Those two definitely my all-time faves. Don't know. I think that's probably it. Anyway, thanks. That's next one. What's your favourite art tool? What you couldn't live without? Oh my god, it's got to be this. It's got to be a tiny paintbrush.
I broke it.
And actually, you didn't. Yes, you did actually. You did break it, didn't you? This is actually not even the tiniest one that I've had in the past. This is my tiny one. It looks big there, obviously, because it's up against the camera. But you know, it is very tiny, and I can get all in the little tiny nooks and crannies with that one. I do actually need another one because Emily buggered this one up because she decided to put it in here not very carefully, and all the bristles went funny. I did manage to save it, however, because I learned a trick a couple of years back. You dunk it in boiling hot water and it tends to restore them. So I did make it better. Right, okay. Are you going to go to bed now, please? You went to bed 35 minutes ago and you're still up, so hurry up. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's got to be my tiny little... That's from Laura as well, by the way. And even people I haven't talked to. Oh. Yes, so that's from Laura, my friend Laura, who I love. Yeah, so that's probably it, because I use that constantly. That's the one that does all of the tiny little details that I do, because I do a lot of tiny details, as you'll know. I keep saying as you all know. That's my favourite saying tonight. Anyway, next one is Debbie again. I like this question. If you won the lottery, what would you spend it on? Well, I would. Firstly, I would get rid of any debts, obviously. You know how it is. And then I would buy some new equipment for the NICU at the hospital, because not only has 2 of my children been in there, I've had who's been in there. I've had my nephew Harry. Both of my nieces, Elsa and Lucy, and my nephew George have been in there. Plus, most likely other children that I know, but I can't even think of any at the moment, have all been in there. So it's a very important place for us, and they're really good with me as well after I'd had cesareans and stuff. So I'd definitely help them out. And then I would pay my mum and dad's mortgage. I would treat my siblings to a bloody good holiday in Disneyland, America, and I'd buy a massive villa with a swimming pool, and we'd go there for a month and go to Disney and travel, and then I'd send that bugger of them, and then me and the girls would then travel America. I'd take them to New York, and I'd go to San Francisco and travel all around. I'd get rid of this house. I love this house, but actually no, I wouldn't. I'd buy this house and I'd rent it out, and then it would be Amelia's first home. And then eventually I'd buy one for Emily and then one for Jessica, and they'd all have a bed.
Can I just say something? We would probably buy, because Mum wants to go to Canada. We would probably buy like a villa.
Oh yeah, and I'd so have a wood lodge where we'd go there every Christmas. Yeah. OMG, and okay, I have lots of ideas. I hope I win multiple millions if I do. Bed, go, night. Wow, such hard work. Hang on a minute, I need to get a drink. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. Yeah. So one thing. I know I've lost my thread. Yeah, there's lots and lots of things basically that I would like to do. I'd pay for my mum and dad to go to San Francisco because they'd love to go there. I would. Oh yeah, and my workmates. Most of my workmates, most. I would treat to a bloody good pamper session, in a posh spa somewhere, because they all bloody deserve it, and I love them, and that's what I would do. I would hire out a massive boutique hotel with a spa, and we would just go nuts, and the ones who like to drink could get pissed, and then we'd have a massive bitch fest, and it would be fun. So there you go. Okay. My next one is from Laura again, one of my besties. What's your favourite colour? Blue is my favourite colour. I love it. Any shade whatsoever. Done. It's done. It's just any colour blue is my favourite. Although I do quite like this one. I do quite like that blue. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice blue. So I quite like that one. And the last one, what is the best artwork you have done? And that is from my husband. I ain't even going to put this in. I'm not even going to put it in the cup. He's just being cheeky monkey, and I need 20 questions. It's 20th. So that's before Yasmin asked anyway. But yeah, I'm not even going to put it in there because I paint these baubles all the time. I've got 25 more to paint. I don't want one hanging on my tree. I'm sick and tired of seeing them. But yeah, my favourite artwork. I'm very proud of my baubles. All of my baubles, even. I've got them all hanging in front of me, that's why I'm looking up there, because they're all there. I'm proud of all of my baubles. I love painting them. Sometimes I'll paint something or I'll draw something. Oh, and I really like doing my wedding ones. I'm always proud of those. Proud of everything I do. I don't see myself as an artist, however, but I am proud of everything that I do. Yeah, I think that's it. Anywho, that's done. That's all the questions done. So I'm gonna do this. Mix that.
I think I should pull it out.
You're gonna pull it out, are you? Okay. Amy's gonna pull it out, people. Sorry, I keep looking up there because I think my camera is up there, but that's where my light is. The camera's actually there. Hello. Hello. Go on then, you pull out.
What a donut.
What a donut. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Woo! Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca at work. Well done, Rebecca. I will
Hold on.
speak to you tomorrow. I'm going to show her. Although, however, is it on there? However, she has already got one because I got one for Christmas last year. But I'm sure she can have another one, and if she wants it to go to, that was actually one of my best questions.
What was it?
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
New York again.
We've been there already. You've got to be somewhere different. I said Canada at Christmas in a lodge.
Yeah. Cool.
I'd like to go to Ireland. I'd love to go to Ireland. I would also like what? Grand. Div. Oh God, there's loads. There are a few places, but Canada is the one place at Christmas in the massive snow. That's where I'd like to go. That is my one place. I've always said Canada since I was a little girl. Sorry. Energy. Got loads of painting to do tonight. So anyway, that's that finished. Well done, Rebecca. I will speak to you at work tomorrow, and then you can tell me which one you want. So anyway, I want to show you a little bit of this, a little bit of an update on all my little baubles. You saw this one. I saw that one. Most of you follow me on Facebook anyway. I did some. I won't bore you with all of them, but I did some of those ones. That's all the same. At the moment, I'm making baby's first Christmas, boy's first Christmas. I made this today. Hopefully, the people who this is for aren't going to watch this. I'm sure they won't. But that's for a little boy's first Christmas. It all glistens. It's all got silver paint on it, and it's still a bit tacky from the gloss. But yeah, so I made that today. I've made lots today actually. I have made a Father Christmas going across the moon, and I had to make a card, and yeah, I haven't done a massive amount today because on a Sunday I tend to get some work done, but I tend to just have spent time with the kids because they're so good, like I said, all week. They're so good, and they're so well behaved, and let me get on with this, and I work all night, and this is why, to the people who I work with, I'm very sorry sometimes if I look a bit dazed. It's because one, I'm either stressed out, or I ain't had no sleep because I've been up all night painting. Like Friday night I stayed up till 3 AM in the morning, so good job I didn't have work the next day, innit? Painting these, I had 40 of these to paint, so I painted 20 gold, as you can see on both sides, and 20 silver ones. Yeah, so these are all the silver ones, although they've all gone a bit funny. I've got ones that look like this, all ready to be painted up. Well, they're all, I'd like to do these all different. They're all slightly different. They're all going to have like animal and some daytime ones as well. Yeah, so because they're quite popular, so I thought I'd do those. Anywho, I think that's it for tonight. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. But you did ask me the questions, so I had to answer them. And I'm so glad I managed to get 20 questions together because I didn't think it was going to happen. I kept putting like the requests up there, but no one was reading it. I was thinking, oh, what am I doing wrong? No one's listening to me. But obviously you all did. Thank you so much. Thank you for making this video possible. Anywho, I shall see you on Friday. Bye for now.